Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back for one hell of a Saturday. It has been what feels like forever, though I guess I can't complain because compared to a lot of you all, these waits are nothing. I'm so excited that we finally have something to chew on here because it feels like, especially for me, who's had something pretty consistent, or at least mostly consistent up until now, it's been really hard to kind of shift gears and figure things out. You know, fill in the space with the Owl House, which we are just about to wrap up. I just posted my reaction to episode 1 of the final season here today. Or not today, yesterday. We're about to wrap that one up, head into Gravity Falls. You know, I wanted to, after this, I wanted to fill its gap with something animated, so I ended up going down that road because I kind of just not been putting it off, but just hadn't taken that trek, taken that journey, taken those steps just yet. And I thought that was a good opportunity to do that. But I'm excited to see what this is going to lead into. We got a little bit of a tease for it at Level Up, and the title drop we knew ahead of time. Mission Orphan Time. I may be remembering it incorrectly, but I thought it was It's Orphan Time, which is kind of the joke they're going for, you know. As obviously the people behind it, I got to meet some of the writers and stuff like that. They're like around my age, so love the Power Rangers reference, just a funny little joke. That all said, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get ready to jump into this, guys. Remember, if this is also your first time watching this, please go watch it over on the main channel. I have a link down in the description below. Go over there, give it a love, give it a like, give it a comment, and then come over here and you can watch me. Yep. Unrelated to this, but if you're ever interested in any of the other things that we're reacting to over here, you can always go over on Patreon and check out the full links, get early access, sponsor one of our rescues or whatever. We got a bunch of stuff over there. It also just kind of helps keep the lights on over here and all that, keeps this thing going. But at the end of the day, I just hope you enjoy the reaction, and if you do, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. That all sent out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into Mission Orphan Time. Here we go. Man, I've missed the ticking. Orphan charity. I broke Uncle's robot collection. My daddy invested in Bitcoin. I want to be a fireman. Okay. All right, who we got here? Target, Frank McTickley, Wrigglers, aka Mr. Wrigglers. Location, Hugging Dove Charity. Description, freakishly kind and disturbingly charitable. Info, runs a public broadcast children's television show. Showed me up in high school. So, nothing. Nothing of, no real discernible reason to go kill this guy, even in the order itself. Is it just you feel that it's a little too suspicious? He's a little too nice. There's got to be something going on. You know, our public broadcast children television stuff is always under attack as of late. It's probably some political maneuver.
All right, Looney, today we're dealing with a children's entertainer. Goes by Mr. Wrigglers. That must be a good one for you and me, and I think you know why.
Yeah. I hate that sunshine and rainbow shit. These guys always turn out to be sickos. Where are we? His third world sex resort? His slave
See, it's
compound?
I just thought he would be really easy to kill, you know? And then we can have the whole rest of the day for Daddy Dog.
Oh my god. They're setting it up so much too, like especially after all of that. He's going to be completely decent. This hit is only put on him because somebody else is just jealous, upset, or doesn't like that he's so much nicer than everybody else or has something to give. It's going to be something else. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, especially coming here to an orphanage and stuff like that.
You know, and
especially for dying orphan and injured puppies.
Fine.
Okay, you go on and I'll just sneak in.
Scuttle, scuttle. Aw, kitten day.
Holy shit, that was just unlocked.
Well, of course. My door's always open to a new friend. Would you happen to be an orphan?
Am I a what?
An orphan.
Yeah, actually I am. How did you...
From the charity event.
Oh,
Oh, I would have gotten a better look at it here.
Just a
Wouldn't have to
wonderful
squint
thing that
so
makes you
hard.
Special. What can I do to brighten up your day?
yeah, you can cut the Santa Claus
Die.
shit. I actually came to kill you.
Oh, heavens, these wish things sure have gotten mighty extreme. Well, if that would make you happy, you're more than welcome. Anything for an orphan.
Yeah, we
He's an orphan,
saw
too. He has
up until this bit
fucking
so
red-itis.
far, I think.
Hello there, special friend.
Hi, Luna. What's the deal here? Were you waiting on me?
Yeah, I was just about to shoot him. You want to get comfortable or any last requests?
Oh, I wouldn't want to be a bother. Given your limited time left on this earth, I'd like you to enjoy it.
We might have
Your
some-
limited time.
I just want to say goodbye to my children.
The
I
red
think we
itis.
can
Aww.
Thank you.
Luna, what in Satan's sphincter has gotten into you?
I don't know. Would it really be the worst thing to let a dad spend some time with his kids?
That's what I'm saying. He's being a total dick.
Yeah, I think that's where it ended.
Fine. Just make it quick, you shriveled nutsack.
You've
Okay, here we go.
always been great. We go catching frogs in the summer. Take care of your mother for me. I'll be in your dreams. Now don't miss me too much. And when you walk down that aisle, whoever it's with, where are my manners? Have you met my new friends? They're about to kill me. I want you to have it. The only letter missing from special is you.
Oh, that was so
I'm not buying it.
cheesy.
There's no way this many women drop their panties for the guy who teaches the ABCs to puppets.
No. I've been happily married for 74 years to my very first sweetheart. And I exclusively and regularly perform oral sex on her. She gets more pleasure that way, and so I much prefer it to intercourse.
Then where the fuck do all these kids come from?
A lot of orphans have trouble getting adopted, so I just adopt those ones myself.
Well, isn't that just
Oh. Ooh. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? You know, he could have picked all the easy ones that he wanted to, but he got the one that was still hanging on, the troubled one, the one nobody would give a second glance to, and oh, fuck, dude.
fucking great? We wasted the whole damn day on this.
Oh, what a beautiful sunset. I'd quite like to watch that as I go. Will you join me?
Never seen someone aggressively
I'm
consume.
glad I could make a new friend today.
God, I can't talk at the moment. Whatever. We are just going to move on. Anyway, no, we're not. I can't let it go. I've never seen someone aggressively consume a lollipop like that. Thank you, mouth, for working for me this time. Proceed.
I hope I see you again in the great beyond.
Well, I'll be in hell, so probably not. Unless there's something I don't know about you.
Now, you know who I am, and I know someday you'll show the world who you really are.
I don't think they'd like the real me.
I know I would.
Aww. Oh.
Ta-da!
Oh no! Oh God! What the fuck? He did.
Oh my god!
And she's.
Daddy will fix this!
Oh, what? I think he's dead, Blitz. Whew. Wow. Rude. It didn't quite take the turn I expected, but it did take a turn, especially for somebody like Luna. who went and grew up the way she did. Obviously, we don't know everything, like the ins and outs of her past. We know pretty much the gist of everything from when Blitz found her moving forward, and like just a brief idea that we can glean into about how difficult she's had it. You know, if I remember right, people had tried to adopt her, but just would return her because she's too problematic. She wouldn't play nice, whatever. She was just constantly trapped in the system, and she was about to age out, at which case she would have just been kicked out to the streets to fend for herself. And Blitz took her in and has done anything and everything to be a genuinely good father to her, or at least in the best way Blitz can, which is more than effort than anybody else has put towards her. And speaking of, a little pitch here. If you've been around the channel for a while, you've probably heard me talk about my cats, at least at one point, or maybe even seen one of them in the background. We're up to 15 now that are currently in my care. I've got one that I formally adopted, but the rest of them are all rescues from the immediate area. I've got a bulk inside, but there's also a bunch outside that I also take care of, that most of which I've gotten vaccinated, gotten them fixed. I feed them on a regular basis, almost daily at this point, you know, whenever they show up, because you can't always control when they show up. You know, recently we had a new mother in the neighborhood come our way. Right now she's actually recovering in our living room currently. Just got her fixed this week. Her kittens are about 5 months old, her most current batch, and they're regulars at this point. I'm still feeding them. I make sure I keep an eye on them every day, at least outside, because I just don't have the room to bring them in just yet. They're the ones who are next on the list to go to the vet and get all that stuff taken care of. I decided to go for her first. She's already been through 3 litters now, and this is the only one that has lasted this long. So she didn't have to go through this all over again. I just wanted to go ahead and get her out of the way, because there's still one male out there that I have not been able to get. He's at least one of the fathers for my current litter, definitely the father of theirs, and these are just the ones that I know about. And I think it's pretty topical to what's going on in here with this episode specifically, but I did decide to, and just at least kind of floated the idea because I've had some people kind of entertain this in our live streams and whatnot as well. I decided to open up a tier just in case anybody is wanting to sponsor any of the animals that are under our care. You know, to give you weekly updates, their treatment, just how they're doing as well, just a wellness check. You get full access to everything we offer on Patreon alongside that as well. I mean, the goal is to eventually try to find homes for all of them, or at least try to make sure, if we can't take them in, if we can't find them a home, that they're at least well taken care of outside, and stuff like that as well. So just any contributions go towards food, vaccinations, vet bills, all that kind of stuff, everything that we kind of need. I just personally can't turn a blind eye to any of them when I see them out there, by no obligation as anybody expected to. I just wanted to put that out there for an option for anybody who just wanted to kind of help make a little fur baby's day a little bit easier. And I love that we've seen so much of her arc since we've came into this universe, since we've come into this show, and seeing her soften, seeing her be more vulnerable, seeing her be comfortable. You know, she calls him dad now. She's got friends now. And it's all because he took a chance on her, probably in a way to kind of help get over some of his own issues, his own abandonment issues, and a multitude of other things he's definitely had to deal with. But he genuinely cares about her, loves her so much. And I like that they paralleled in this. They're like, there was no bad deed in the end. There was no wicked scheme. This wasn't a front for anything vile or evil. At the end of the day, he was terrified by a giant wolf creature sitting beside him, looking at him all wide-eyed and smiling. I think any person might have a little bit of a freak out. She's essentially just a really big dog that's humanoid. Like, it's not the most terrifying thing in the world, but I'm sure it's pretty fucking jarring when you live your day in and out the way you do. He's probably never in his life come across a demon before or whatever. Like, in every other sense, he's the perfect dude. But then in that moment, and then she just panic shoots because he freaks out. And then it just got so brutal. God, and she ran out of ammo, so she couldn't even put him down, but she got both his legs, his ankles, or whatever. And then Blitz had to come in. Don't worry, I got it. I'm here to save the day. And just started pounding his head into pudding with a brick. But at the end of the day, he was doing the same thing Blitz did. At least, like the ones he couldn't find homes for, he took in himself. The ones that nobody else would give a chance, he took in himself. And obviously, Blitz was living in his own world this entire episode, and he couldn't quite wrap his head around everything, or just simply wasn't interested in wrapping his head around it all. But like, because he was even kind of confused why Luna was being sympathetic or open-minded to this guy's pleas. But it's just because, like, she understands. She's been here. She's been here, and she can kind of feel that warmth, even if in the end it wasn't returned in the way that she had hoped. But yeah, this was beautiful, man. When he was saying goodbye to all of his kids and stuff like that, I got teary-eyed and all of this, you know, especially with my own issues with my family, with my father specifically as well. Daddy issues, am I right? Here, you know what? Comment daddy issues if you got them, guys. Anyway, it's just like something really easy to gravitate towards, especially when it's a figure that you probably would have loved to have had at any point in your life when things got hard or whatever. Blitz obviously is, in his own abrasive way, has managed to do pretty well, all things considered. He's trying, man. He's trying, at least. And that's more than some people get, or give, for that matter. All in all, really short little adventure here with Blitz and Luna going off for a hit, and just kind of getting to see a little bit of her layers come down, even if it did kind of backfire there in the very tail end of it. It's still nice to see some of that softer side of her, because she's so trained, so used to having to put up these walls, and the entire show up until this point has been trying to break those down, and they've been slowly, gradually happening. But I think this is probably the most we've seen her be vulnerable, and it's just really nice to see. And I'm really excited for her journey, and they've teased a lot for what could possibly be around the corner in season 3 for Luna, which I'm super excited for as well. I just can't wait. I can't wait in general for what's around the corner, man, and I can't wait to get into the next series of these. I haven't heard at all if we're going to be getting another short next month or what. I haven't heard any news about follow-up shorts. They said they had a bunch locked and ready, or that they were working on. So I don't know if this is meant to start off another string of monthly shorts, or it's just here's one, and then whenever we can get the next one out, we don't know yet. You know, let me know, because I try really hard to like keep my ear to the ground towards all the news surrounding the Helluverse and stuff like that. So far I haven't heard anything just yet, but you know, there's so much noise in the world at the moment, especially on my feeds and stuff. It's just always cycling. So maybe there's something I missed. I mean, they're at a convention every damn week, so there's always something new somewhere. It's hard to keep up with it all, but I try. But if there's something I missed, please let me know. But guys, I want to know what you all thought. What did you think of this short? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure if you haven't already, go check out all my previous Helluverse reactions. We've done it all here, baby! And I can't wait to get into this more with you guys, so please stick around, because once we get some more stuff to react to, you bet your ass I'm going to be there. But in the meantime, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Eric Official, Armando Rosas, Ash, Casey Wood, Codename Witch, Demasius, David Furstenberg, Denise Mauricio, Durla, Gregory Toner, It's Mushi, Jade, Jake Contrell, Liam Harold, Lily Chanson, Mandy Sherrod, Muggy Holes, Nicodemus, Nikki G, Ollie Hodges, Robert Anguiano, Russell Crockett, Shilio, Yor Korskov, Your Boy G-Man, and Watchtower. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's just for you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.